Well, hello everyone. Welcome to chapter 112 of the last Thoughts of a Busy Mind. This one titled Are You There video? It's me, Ali. I hope you know what that is a reference to. It's incredibly obvious. You may notice I'm still talking with a little bit of an odd tone. It's because my tooth still hurts, my mouth, and it is hard to talk, but I am trying my best. Best. My uh, I think hitting weird. Well, my drink for today is some grapefruit soda. Fantastic, one of my favorite things. Genuinely, I don't like grapefruit itself, but I like grapefruit juice and I like grapefruit soda. Now, on my right is a bowl of ice cream. I've just put it out of the freezer, so it's incredibly hard and I can't eat it. I'm hoping by the end of this, I will have a bowl of ice cream. So let's get into it. I'm recording this at around 3:30 a.m. I will tell you why that is important. It is important because it means I couldn't manage to sleep. But beside that, it is important for another reason that I will tell you. First of all, why is this named Are You There Video? It's me, Ali. It's been a while since I've made a video, and I don't mean made a big video because, yeah, that has been a while. I haven't made one since I released the one in September. And I have written a script for other ones. I've written one for another show, and hopefully I will make that pretty soon. But it's been a while since I've made a video. In that regard, it's also been a while since I've made any videos. I stopped making YouTube shorts a couple of months ago because I couldn't mentally handle it anymore. My brain was just crying. I've talked about it before many times, so I'm not going to do that again. But it's been a while since I've made any videos, and I want to do another long ass video, the same as I did with my video Don't Start the Fire, and I've talked about it in the previous episode. I alluded to it. This is the complete explanation. I want to make another one of those videos, but I don't want to do it in June. I wanted to do it in May and make 15 videos, stop for a day, and then make 15 other videos, which I think might help. That one day might actually be helpful in some regards. So that was my plan. As you may have noticed, this comes out on May 5th. So that means I've been doing 5 if I'm recording this after that, or 4. I've done 3. I've recorded 3. I watched the 4th one. I haven't written and recorded it yet because it was a mini series. I'll get to that. But I wanted to do that, and so that required me sitting in front of the camera. First of all, writing a script and then sitting in front of the camera after a long hiatus. And it is not easy. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's so hard. No. I know many people will find it harder than me. Thankfully, or for people who watch it, unfortunately, I have enough confidence in myself to actually sit in front of the camera and record myself talking. I have done presenting stuff before, lots of presentations when I was younger. I have done some acting classes. I've studied cinema, so I basically knew how to behave in front of the camera. Not well, but well enough. So, to quote one of my favorite YouTubers that I should actually go and check if he has made a new video recently, north of the border, because he does weekly stuff. Not just good, but good enough. So I sat in front of the camera. Now, the past 3 days have not been easy. Past 4 days. There has been a lot of anxiety, a lot of self-image issues. I have a lot of problem just looking at myself, and that doesn't make for a very good experience when you have to sit in front of the camera. Now, I can do all of this as audio like I do with this, but part of me didn't want to. First of all, that is harder to edit, and we do everything to make it easier to edit. No, but seriously, that is harder to edit because that way YouTube copyright bots are more ferocious because they think you're putting the whole movie out there and you have to cut more often. That way, because I am in the shot myself, I have more of a leeway, as I had with the first video, which got copyright claimed still for me using the footage of Mao's Last Dancer, but because I was in the majority of the video, I managed to successfully dispute that. The copyright claim was gone. So that helps with that aspect. That's like a practicality thing. But another reason for that is I just wanted to, because I think I need to get back in front of the camera. Now, I'm gonna cut this tale into two. Before I made that first video and after it. The first movie, by the way, let me explain what am I doing. I made a video about the 31st subjects in Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire, which was Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China Johnny. I actually have memorized all of it. I'm not going to put it to all of that. But it was from Harry Truman to Prokofiev. You can search the lyrics and see what is in there. And the idea was that for each subject I would pick a movie. For example, for Harry Truman, I picked the biopic Truman. For Doris Day, I picked the movie Doris Day was in, which was Romance on High Seas. The same for Joe DiMaggio, I put Manhattan Merry-Go-Round. For like Richard Nixon, I watched Frost Nixon. For McCarthy, I watched Good Night and Good Luck. That was fun. And for Prokofiev, I watched Peter and the Wolf. So as you can see, it's like as I mentioned, it's they are being used as prompts basically. Now this is the second part of it, which goes from Rockefeller, Campanella, Communist Bloc, Roy Cohn, Conparan, Toscanini, Dacron, Dien Bien Phu, Falls Rock around the clock, to Bridge on the River Kwai, which I mean, you can guess what am I going to use for Bridge on the River Kwai. But for Rockefeller, I don't know if I should tease this or not. I don't think a lot of people listen to this, and if you do, you want to watch a 4-hour probably video, you deserve to know what's coming, at least at the beginning. I watched Frida, the movie by Julie Taymor, because it has Nelson Rockefeller in it. Briefly, but enough. I'm going to take another sip. The problem is that while my mouth hurts because of that, I also burnt the roof of my mouth today on food. So overall, it is not pleasant. The drink is though. I love that fucking grapefruit soda. So, 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 so. Sorry about that. Again, self-image issues. I'm dealing with a lot of them. I didn't want to make this episode about that. Honestly, when I feel like this, I hate myself, and I don't want to talk about myself. I know, not the most healthy attitude. I never claimed it to be. So, as I was saying, so for this one, I did Frida. Now, I did Frida, I sat behind the Word document, and I realized it's been a while since I've written a script. I managed to finally write something. I'm not saying it was a good thing, but it was something. Wow, that's a glowing review. That's a teaser for you to go and watch the video, isn't it? You know, it's something. It's not good, but it's something. Actually, not too bad. I found a great joke at the beginning. I loved it. I did it. It was good. And so I wrote. I pulled out the camera after a long fucking while. By the way, it's been so long since I had the camera out. I pulled the camera out, I mounted on the tripod, I pulled the ring light out, I put the voice recorder that I'm recording this on now on the bigger tripod. I have a tiny one that I do the podcast on whenever I want to. Now it's on the big one. It's on the big tripod. It's been having fun on the big tripod. So That was also part of it. And I sat in front of the camera. Oh, I put the script in the teleprompter app. I put the app on top of my phone, on top of the camera, and I started recording. It was interesting. Honestly, I think I have gotten better and worse at it. For one thing, I don't think I am better at presenting myself to the camera. I've definitely gotten worse at that. Well, because I've been out of practice for so long. But beside that, I am better at reading the script. Like, I don't have as much hiccups as I used to have back in the day, and I think I've managed to frame the shots better. I managed to get rid of a lot of hang-ups about, the placement of the ring light. Oh, people can see it in my glasses. Well, they need to know I light the shot, and they don't need to. I mean, it's better if I have a anti-reflective filter, but I don't. So, you're gonna see a little bit of a ring light. That's not a big issue. You still can't see my eyes. And so after that, I genuinely felt good. I missed that feeling. Now, this is still at the beginning of it. When I go to editing, I'm gonna hate it, and then when I watch it, I'm gonna fall in love again because I will be like, oh, I don't like editing, but I love watching myself on video. That is incredibly narcissistic, but I do like watching a video I made, even if I'm not in it. It's just a good feeling. It's like it's actor creation. You read the story you wrote, you see the problems. Don't get me wrong. You will see all of the fucking problems, all of the nitty little stuff that you did. But also you will have a sense of accomplishment because you've done something. I've made a fucking video. How many people can say that? Probably a lot of people. Uh, but a lot more cannot say that. That's a sense of accomplishment that I actually don't mind uh, sort of reveling in. It's not a bad feeling. So, God, I'm getting so annoying right now. I know that you have every right to slap me in the face if you were seeing me right now. I felt excited. I wanted to make more videos, and the second day I did it. The third day I actually did something new that I hope it works out. I've never done it before. It might be a stupid thing and one of the worst things I've ever made. It might have been something amazing. We're gonna have to see. But the fourth one, which is the one for today, I watched a mini series, 6 episodes, 6 hours. Now, at the beginning, I felt I can manage to do it, but I sort of knew going in that this day in particular was gonna be hard. And that's why I said it was significant that I'm recording this now. I haven't still recorded it. The part for yesterday. I'm probably gonna make a joke about it. Between you and me, I haven't even fully written the script for it. I finished watching the thing for it at 12:30 a.m. So I already was past the day. But I am going to do that. I am going to write and film it tomorrow alongside the one for. I'm saying tomorrow because in my mind it's still Thursday. No, it is Friday. Later today, as well as the movie for later today. But yesterday there was also unexpected stuff. My friend came over. We watched Ted Lasso, and Schmigadoon season 2 ended. Good end. I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was adequate. I was trying for more bloodshed. I knew it was gonna give it to us, but it was good. Not as many songs as I would have liked, though. Bangers, as the kids say. The fourth episode still has the best bangers. It has Talk to Daddy and Oh, the good enough to eight. Dun, 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 dun. My friend and we watched those. I, as usual, geeked out over a lot of musical references, and I showed it to him. And the poor guy, Muhammad, if you listen to this, I'm so sorry about it. Had to endure me showing these to him a lot. And we watched Ted Lasso. That was also good. And afterwards, I watched like half an episode, and then went out to get some stuff. I bought power strip because the one I had kept falling down, so I bought one with mounting holes, so I can mount it to the side of the. Why am I telling this to you? I bought stuff and went to the bookstore and bought a bunch of stuff there as well. There, I bought a bunch of stuff. So I went out of the house though, and that devoted 2.5 hours to itself, because we were going all around, not all around the region, but it was very uh, heavy with traffic. And there are a lot of more stuff I need to do. By the way, I will talk about it later, but I didn't do it, so yeah, I'm gonna do it. The miniseries I had watched before, but I do like to rewatch everything for this, even movies that I've watched countless times. In the first video, which by the way, let me put it in the notebooks. I'm gonna put a link to the first video. If you haven't, go and watch it. It is long, but you can watch it in sections and you can skip stuff that you don't want to hear about. So there's a link to it in the description. Go ahead and watch it. Beside that, I watched The Godfather for that. One of the prompts was Brando. I could have watched I'm gonna say Rebel Without a Cause, but that's James Dean. The Rebel movie, or watch Streetcar Named Desire. But the one, you know what the one I'm talking about? Marlon Brando is a biker in it. I don't remember the name of the movie. I'm not a big fan of the movie as a whole. I'm not a big fan of teen rebel dramas. I'm not a big fan of Rebel Without a Cause either. So I could have watched Streetcar Named Desire, but I decided, oh, I'm gonna go with The Godfather because I fucking love The Godfather. That was editorial decision. But I've watched Godfather over 2 dozen times, but I still watched it. I mean, this time I made it fun by my mother had never seen it before, so I kind of told her, "Do you want to see it with me?" And she did. She did not like how violent it was, and so there's that. So yeah. After this, while this is processing and uploading, I will probably go and finish the script for the miniseries that I had watched, and then I will probably record it tomorrow after I watch the movie for tomorrow. It's Juan Peron. I'm gonna tell it to you because I'm not. Make it a little tease. Wait for it in September when in like 4 months, then this video comes out. Jesus, that's a long time. But I wanted a breathing room between doing this because I know at the end of this I will be burnt out. There is no doubt. I know that I have that one day off and I'm hoping that helps. But I probably will be completely burnt out by the end of it. So I wanted a little bit of breathing room. I have June to sort of accumulate and maybe make other videos. July is editing. August is probably also editing. So by September 1st, I will have the video. If I can upload it. That's another can of worm I'm not going to open right now. I have less than a minute and I haven't done my call to action, so let me do that. If you're listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. God, that is cringy what I have to say. If you're listening to this on any other platform, there's probably a link at the bottom to sending me a voice message on Spotify for podcasters, which is the late Anchor. You can send me a voice message. I will play your voice message at the beginning of the next episode, and you might shape a whole episode around that. If you're on Castbox, you can comment, and I will get a notification for your comments on Castbox because I do have that app as well. Your comment will be read in the episode if it's substantial. I'm sorry to say it that way, but That's the thing. So I will see you all next week. Goodbye.